Well, I think you want to grow up and be president because you want to help people. And you want to help people. There's tremendous problem.
President Donald Trump unleashed a blistering attack on ABC and NBC, demanding their broadcast licenses be yanked over 97% bad stories. As Reddit erupts and free speech alarms blare, is this a dictator's power grab or just another tantrum from a thin-skinned leader? Trump's war on the media heats up. On the night of August 25th, 2025, President Donald Trump, fresh off a controversial first 8 months of his second term, took to Truth Social with a vengeance. In a series of all-caps posts, he branded ABC and NBC fake news and two of the worst and most biased networks in history, claiming they churn out 97% bad stories about him. His solution? Strip their broadcast licenses via the Federal Communications Commission, FCC, or force them to pay up big for using the most valuable airwaves anywhere at any time. He didn't stop there, declaring them an arm of the Democrat Party and an actual threat to our democracy. The posts, dripping with fury, came hours after Trump falsely boasted of poll numbers in the 60s and even 70s, despite a Reuters Ipsos poll pegging his approval at 40% and disapproval at 54%. The internet exploded. A Reddit post on r/entertainment titled, "Trump suggests ABC and NBC should lose broadcast licenses over negative coverage of him," scored 109 upvotes and 54 comments, capturing the polarized chaos. User Ladclub groaned, "Can I just for one day not read about this fat orange turd?" While lifeguard No 9762 quipped, "Definitely not something a dictator would say." Others, like Easy Cheek 4615, lamented, "They will bend the knee to fuck this timeline." The outburst wasn't just noise. It reignited fears of authoritarian overreach, especially with Trump's hand-picked FCC chair, Brendan Carr, already probing networks like CBS for news distortion. Is this a real threat to press freedom, or just Trump crying wolf again? A decade of media brawls. Trump's media vendetta is nothing new. Since his 2015 campaign, he's wielded fake news like a battle axe, targeting outlets that don't bow to his narrative. His first term saw him threaten NBC's license over a 2017 report, only for then FCC Chair Ajit Pai to shut it down, citing First Amendment limits. Fast forward to 2025, and the stakes feel higher. Trump's already scored wins. A $16 million settlement from CBS over a manipulated 60 Minutes interview with Kamala Harris, followed by FCC approval of Paramount's $8 billion Skydance merger. He's also sued ABC for $15 million over a George Stephanopoulos misstep and barred a Wall Street Journal reporter from Air Force One. The trigger? A mix of personal grudges and strategic flexing. Hours before his ABC-NBC rant, Trump raged about an ABC This Week segment featuring Chris Christie, who criticized an FBI raid on John Bolton's home. Trump retaliated, threatening to reopen the 2013 Bridgegate probe against Christie, even mocking ABC anchor Jonathan Karl's hair. What the hell happened to Jonathan Karl's hair? He looks absolutely terrible. Meanwhile, his FCC chair, Carr, has a track record of amplifying Trump's gripes, from probing CBS to questioning Comcast's MSNBC over a deported immigrant's coverage. Yet, the FCC's power is limited. It licenses individual stations, not networks, and can't censor content without clear evidence of deliberate falsehoods causing substantial public harm. Reddit captured the public's pulse. Swayze_train_XP vented, "This is why it's so important to vote," blaming non-voters for Trump's return, while Topaz Triad sighed, "I had to go out of my way to even see what Biden was doing." With Trump, it's inescapable. X echoed the divide at Sam Wilson TV warned, "Using state power to silence critics isn't strength, it's fear," invoking Nazi comparisons, while at Anadolu Agency amplified Trump's claim. He accused ABC and NBC of giving him 97% bad stories. The clash wasn't just about TV, it was a referendum on democracy itself. A nation divided over free speech. X became a digital coliseum. Supporters cheered Trump's audacity, with that real John Hobbs one posting, "I hope their licenses are pulled and all their treasonous reporter removed from the WH press pool." echoing Trump's Truth Social screed. Critics, meanwhile, sounded alarms at World noted. U.S. President Donald Trump accuses major television networks of biased coverage and suggests they should lose their broadcast licenses, while Examiner dryly reported, Trump blasts ABC, NBC for unfair coverage and demands they pay for licensing. The hashtag free speech trended, with one user posting, Trump's license threats are straight out of Putin's playbook. Silence dissent. Control the narrative. Another countered, ABC and NBC are Democrat propaganda. Trump's just calling it like it is. Reddit's r/entertainment thread was a microcosm of the fury. Nathan Collier, 14, jabbed, imagine having thin skin and being president, while Cantaford's username painted a dystopian vision. Pretty soon we will have that North Korean news lady on all American stations yelling at us about amazing Trump. A lone supporter, Yayo Bro, chimed in with "Thank you, Mr. President," but was drowned out by comments like Captain__Mexica's Vaughn shits his pants is such a weak, fragile, triggered coward. The sentiment? Exhaustion and dread, with BobDax7894 lamenting, since 2015, 10 years now, it's been Trump this, Trump that. I don't think I'll ever forgive Americans for having to make me listen to this guy another 4 years. A fragile press under siege. Trump's license threats aren't just bluster, they tap into a broader assault on media freedom. The U.S. ranks 55th in the 2025 World Press Freedom Index, down from 45th in 2024, citing Trump's lawsuits and regulatory pressures. His tactics echo historical strongmen. Nixon's FCC probes in the 1970s targeted critical networks, though courts rebuffed them. Today's landscape is murkier. Carr's FCC has revived bias complaints against ABC, NBC, and CBS, while dismissing one against Fox News, Trump's de facto staffing pool. 24 ex-Fox employees now. His administration. Settlements like CBS's $16 million payout raise fears of self-censorship, with Time warning of a decline in press freedoms. The legal reality? The FCC can't revoke licenses over content unless it's provably false and harmful, a high bar. The Fairness Doctrine, which once mandated balanced coverage, died in 1987, leaving networks free to editorialize. Trump's push for fees taps into a populist vein. Elon Musk's 2024 X post called networks an extension of the Democratic Party, with no more free lunch. Yet, broadcasters already pay $51.2 million annually in FCC fees, tied to operational costs, not content. Trump's real leverage? Intimidation. Media outlets, facing lawsuits and ad revenue dips, may soften coverage to avoid his wrath, as seen with CBS's retreat. This isn't just about Trump's ego, it's a stress test for democracy.